this is Erin the Librarian, and this is my first attempt at ever making a video to explain how to do something. We are going to create a Google form to vote for our favorite Monarch and Bluestem books. Those are state award programs in the state of Illinois. So I'm in my Google Drive, and I'm going to click on Create and slide down to Form. And this is the screen that will show up. The first thing you need to do is give your form a title. So I'm going to call this Monarch Voting. It would help if I spelled it right. And I'm typing with one hand, so. Alright, and then we want to pick a theme. There are several themes to pick from. And I'll just give you a quick look at what there is to pick from. Since we're doing voting for the Monarch books, I'm going to click on Books Classic, and we just double click, and now that you've double clicked it, now you have your form in front of you. And you can see that the title of our form is also the form title is here, and you can give it a quick description. I didn't put anything on here when I did it for the kids the last time. They're just going to see that it's the Monarch Voting, and then they'll have all of the choices. So our first question for the question title is going to be, what is your favorite? Again, I'm doing this one-handed, so I'm going to go back and put in my capitals there. Alright, we are going to choose the question type as check boxes because they will be able to vote by putting a little check in the one that they would like to vote for. And we're going to put in all of the book titles in these options. So what I'm going to do is show you how to type in one title, and then I'm going to pause the video and come back when all the titles are typed in to show you the next part. So the first title is One Cool Friend. And I'm going to click on Add Other, or not Add Other, no, I didn't want to do that. And then we just click in here in the box to give us another option. So I'm going to type in one more to show you. So our second option is going to be the second title on the list. It's Meet the Dogs of Bedlam Farm. If I click in this to add an option, now I can type in the rest of my titles. So I'll be back in a second when all the titles are added. Now you can see that we have typed in all of our titles, but I'm going to go back and edit this so that it actually says chickens correctly. And then what we do is we click on Required Question. That means that the kids have to answer it before moving on. That's important if you're using a form for something else. Sometimes it's not required, but in this case, since we only have one question, it's going to be required. Then we're going to click on Done. And now we can see that we have our question, what is your favorite Monarch book? And we have all 20 titles. Then you have some options for your confirmation page. The standard confirmation page response is your response has been recorded. I'm going to change this to thank you for voting. Alright, it's very hard to type with one. And then it will show a link to submit another response. This is important to keep this checked, especially if you're having kids vote one after another, so that they just click the link and then the voting options will come right back up for the next person. So now we're going to send the form. That's the blue box at the bottom of the screen. And now we're going to send the form. We have a link to share, so if we copy and paste this link into an email, we can email it to ourselves, and then you can open it up on one of the iPads. You can also use this link to create a QR code so that the kids scan the QR code to be able to do the voting. You can share it with Google Plus and Facebook and Twitter. What I'm going to do is I am going to send this to myself and then pop it up on my iPad to show you what it looks like when the kids are voting. So before I email this to myself, I am going to click done so that you can see how you're going to collect your data. What it will do is create, up at the top, it says view responses. And now you can see, it'll have the timestamp and then what your favorite Monarch book is. As the kids vote, this will fill in with book titles, and to calculate the number of votes each one has easily, you can do an ABC sort. And I'm looking at my iPad, and this is what the screen will look like when the kids, what they'll do in my library is scan the QR code to get to this page, but you could have this page open and ready for them. And you can see that it says Monarch voting at the top, and if we scroll through, we can see all 20 books. So what we need to do is click on our favorite book. For my younger readers, I've gone to the Illinois School Library Media Association page, and for the 2014 books, I clicked on cover label, and this is the page that I print off for my younger readers for kindergarten and first grade. And when they vote, they come and point to the book they like, and I show them which one matches the title of the book cover they pointed at. So if they point at Gingerbread Man Loose in the School, I would show them on the iPad, oh, Gingerbread Man Loose in the School is the third one down. And all they do is put their finger in the box of the book that they want to vote for, and then they click on submit at the bottom, and it says voting, which is exactly what we put in that option when we were filling in the form. And then the link right here that says submit another response, I tell the kids to click on that so that it's ready for the next child that comes up to vote. What I'm going to do is put in a few votes so that you can see what the spreadsheet looks like at the end when you're ready to tell. Back to my Google form for my Monarch voting. Look up at the top of the screen, it says responses 7, so 7 kids have voted so far. If I click on view responses, I can see that those are the titles of the books that the kids voted for. Now if I want to make voting really easy, I go up to the column that the votes are in, and there is this drop down arrow. If I click on the drop down arrow, it gives me some choices of how to deal with this column. And what I want to do is sort column B from A to Z, and that will put the books in alphabetical order, which will make voting really easy. So if I click on this, now all of my Clever Jack Takes a Cake are together, my Gingerbread Man Loose in the School, and I Want to Do Room and Wonderful Run. So it makes tallying those votes really easy. This video is helpful for you to learn how to create a Google form so that you can have the kids vote for their favorite Monarch book. The same thing can be done for the kids to vote for their favorite Bluestem book. You would just type in the